Hi everyone, I wanted to talk to you today about how we all need to be stewards of the earth. Here at CCU, we're taught to seek out truth. Truth should be ingrained in us. We need to seek out God's word and the truth. Truth is defined from dictionary.com as the true or actual state of a matter. So what is truth and life all about? Well, to me, truth is all about relationships. Our relationship with God, our spouses, our significant others, our loved ones, and our children. It is relationships with those that we hold close and dear. It's also about building these relationships by taking care of each other and along with taking care of the home that we live in. I'm here today to tell you that we are all failing to take care of our planet, ourselves, our home, and our home that God has provided for us. If you've forgotten what our beautiful world looks like, I'm going to show you here in just a minute. But as you can see, we have this beautiful planet here. We're to be stewards of the earth. The earth is the Lord's and everything in it, the world and all who live in it. I am truly in awe of the beauty that we see every day in our world, of even the simplest things, of the water, the sunlight, and the fish that swim in our oceans, lakes, and streams. I'm in awe of the birds that fly and soar freely all above us. I'm also in awe of the beautiful forests that are filled with trees, plants, and animals. I love feeling the warmth of the sunlight on my face. I also love waterfalls and the sounds of the waterfall and how relaxing it can be. I also love to look at the mountains. One of the reasons why I live in Colorado, because I absolutely love it here. I love seeing the wildflowers and the painting of the sunsets. To me, this is God's great earth. I feel tremendous knowing how much that He's provided for us. Seeing this photo makes my heart sing. And I want to get out and see the world. I want to explore this beautiful, incredible world that God has given us. These photos that I've shared with you are all beautiful. These are all paintings of the beautiful home that we live in. We all want to believe that our oceans look pristine and that we want to feel the sun peeking from the trees. But then we need to come back to reality. We now need to speak the truth. Yes, the truth. I want to make sure that you're aware of what our planet is becoming. I shared with you God's story. I showed you His beauty and all the earth, pictures of the earth. Now I'm going to share with you the truth from the human story's point of view. And honestly, I get choked up every time I see these photos I'm going to share with you. I want you to take a good look at these photos. This is our story. This is our oceans and our water. This is what we are making of our earth. This is how we're treating it. There's pollution. There's tires in our water. There's mammals and animals choking and dying from all the pollution and trash and plastics we're putting in our water. Plastic pollution affects at least 700 marine species, while some estimates suggest that at least 100 million marine mammals are killed each year from plastic pollution. Scientists have also identified 200 areas declared as dead zones where no life organisms can now grow. And as you can see, here's a picture of a reef, of a dead reef. And this is becoming more and more prevalent in our oceans. So this is our oceans, but what about our land? Well, here's our truth, the disgusting, nasty truth. This is our trash, this is deforestation, this is air pollution, this is chemical dumping and mining. And if you look, you can see it's just everywhere we go is trash. It's devastating. It's animals dying, deforestation. Soon we're going to have nothing left. So what about our birds and insects? How are they doing right now on our human-marked world? Pretty badly. Not well, actually. They too are affected by the air pollution, smog, chemicals, pesticides, and oils. Have you noticed when you drive into Denver lately, do you see that brownish haze? That's air pollution. That's what we breathe. That is the truth. The New York Times published an article called The Insect Apocalypse. The findings were that flying insect populations have decreased by up to 82% over the last 3 decades. That is alarming. They've also here recently, just as of before Christmas, the sad reality is that 97% of the monarch butterflies have been declining. Our butterflies, beautiful monarch butterflies, are almost gone. So we all need to be stewards of the earth. We need to take care of our planet and make it a better place for our children and our future generations so that we can make it a better world. We need to be a part of the solution. We need to be the solution. We need to be responsible. Yes, we need to stop using the items that damage and pollute our earth. John Haywood tells us, many hands make light work. So that's what we need to do. If all of us are a part of this and a part of the solution, we can make a huge impact, a huge positive impact. So we must start by reducing, recycling, and reusing. So you might ask me, how are we going to do that? This is how. The biggest impact for change is to lessen your carbon footprint. Our carbon footprint is the amount of carbon dioxide and other carbon compounds emitted due to the consumption of fossil fuels by a person, group, or particular person. In order to be a part of the solution, we need to lessen this footprint. We need to be mindful of the energy usage. So turn off the lights when you don't need them. Unplug appliances when you're not using them. When you are going to make grocery runs, plan it out. Stop making so many trips. Reduce the emissions in your fuel consumption. That in itself can greatly reduce your carbon footprint. Also, start recycling. If you haven't, recycle your materials. And I mean all the way down to using the glassware that you get from spaghetti sauces, uh, salsas, anything of that sort. You can reuse that glass. Also, be very mindful of your water usage. Don't leave the water running. And please, please, please use refillable, reusable bottles. Stop using plastic. Plastic is destroying our ocean, so just say no to plastic. Reuse produce and grocery bags. Use stainless steel water bottles. There's things that you can do this way that greatly reduce the plastic that's going into our oceans and polluting our land. Our forests are being cut down at an alarming rate. We're cutting down our forests for cheap, crappy furniture. So instead, help save our forests and buy used furniture. Go to places like the Restore, Habitat for Humanity, and find solid, real wood. These can be turned into great pieces of furniture that meet your needs and also can really add some flair to your rooms. Just stop using pesticides and commercial weed killers. This is one thing that is really damaging our planet. They are extremely toxic for ourselves and for our environment. Our insect, bees, birds, butterflies are dying because of the use of pesticides and these harmful chemicals. So instead, use natural products. Yes, the natural weed killers do work. I've used them myself. Grow your own food. This is a great way to reduce your carbon footprint. One, you'll be providing yourself and family with nutritious food. You can grow your own food just like your parents used to during the Great Depression. Houses across America had victory gardens. Why don't we start that now too? I started in our own backyard. My whole family grows in our own backyard to help reduce our carbon footprint. Not only has it reduced our carbon footprint, but it's also helped to improve our health. If you cannot grow your own food in your backyard because you don't have time, you don't have the area, you don't have the space, invest in your local community. A CSA farmers market, something of that sort can really go a long way to help reduce your carbon footprint. Plus, you're going to be upping your nutritional value for your food, and it keeps the food from traveling thousands and thousands of miles. Composting is another great solution. And to me, this is fantastic because it gives back to the earth. Start composting today. Look it up online. Talk to people. If you have questions, I'd be more than happy to help you start a compost program. So we've covered many things on how we can be a part of the solution to help our planet. All of this is happening because we want to keep our eyes steered from the truth. We want convenience. We want to make our lives easier. Yes, I fully understand that. I'd like my life to be easier too, but remember the reward is not from doing what's easy. It's doing what is right and just. So be a part of the change and seek truth. The truth is, we need to be the stewards of the earth again. We need to take care of our planet and make it a better place for our children and future generations. So the solutions start with taking action. Be responsible. Stop. Yes, stop using the items that can damage our earth. Start using things that you can reduce your carbon footprint. Start composting, recycling, say no to plastics. Grow your own food, reuse and reduce. These are all steps that can help us take back our earth. Proverbs 27:18 tells us, whoever tends a fig tree will eat its fruit, and he will guard his master will be honored. Yes, our lives are busy, but remember, we're only here for a short period of time, and it's up to us to make the biggest impact we can. One person can move mountains with God behind them. Let's be the change. Thank you. God bless.